What's up, everybody? So, today I want to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown on if I lost my business today, how would I get it back? Because, something we all think about pretty often, and I want to help you guys be able to actually build yours from scratch. So, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Brent Travisall. I'm the founder and CEO of Longevity Physique Group. I am 25 years old and I've done over $1.5 million in fitness sales. And I also failed 3 businesses prior to this. 2 of them were gyms. So if you're an in-person trainer or a gym owner, you may want to do online coaching. So pretty well, what we have here is if I were to fail and I had to start over, what would I do first? So my ideal client profile, this is the first thing that I would even think about, okay? And what I would do, in my opinion, is target a relatable person. Because if you were to lose everything, or if you never had a fitness business to begin with, if you were just starting from scratch, you don't have any proof other than yourself. You are the proof. So if it's a relatable person, then you're able to use yourself as proof. If it's not a relatable person, if it's not someone just like you, then you can't use yourself as proof because you've never done it before for anyone else. Okay, so we need to target a relatable person from scratch. Okay, next up, we're going to come up with the offer. So what are we going to offer? We're going to offer training, nutrition, just like every other online fitness coach, but we are going to position ourselves with a very heavy focus on human connection and relatability. We want to target this audience and make them feel like you are just like them and somehow you got from where they are to where they want to be. So we want to be like, here is what I did. Now I can do it for you because I've done this so well myself. And we want to talk about the gap. Like, we want to publicize the gap. So we want to be like, this is where I was. It was so fucking hard. This is where I am now. This is the life you want to be living. It's belief shifting content, okay? That's what we want to focus on. So like I say right here, step 3 is going to be the content creation. What are we going to do for content? How are we actually going to get leads? So we're going to do authority, belief shift, and personal story. Those are going to be the 3 main pillars if you are starting from zip, from nothing. Okay? So authority would be some sort of educational stuff, a little bit of like, you actually performing. So whether it's gym content, whether it's work content, whatever business you're building, that is what you should use. So like educational stuff, like speak outside of their barrier of knowledge a little bit. Just enough so that they understand what you're talking about, but they don't really understand how to use what you're talking about. So that's where you're kind of an authority over them, okay? Belief shifting content is like, I was where you are, I am where I am now. This is possible for you, this is how I did it, okay? And they're gonna be like, holy shit, I didn't know that I could actually get there. Wow, you were the first person to show me the actual roadmap of getting there. Like, I wanna hire you, wow. That's a reaction we all want, right? So next up is going to be personal story. We're going to talk about this is where I was. Like, this is the struggle. This is the grind. This is the phase that you're in now, and I feel you. I feel it, okay? And then you can be like, my personal story led me here. This is what it took. This was the grind. This was the hustle. Now I'm here. And this is why I'm an authority. This is why I can give you the actual stuff that you need to get to that place that you want to be, because I did it before myself. Okay, so we're using ourselves as a proof here because we're starting from scratch, right? We got no clients, nothing. Next up, we're going to want to build a funnel. So, my opinion, where I am now, I would use ads. You guys may not know how to use ads very well. If you don't know how to use ads, you should send me a message. I can help you with ads big time. But whether it's ads or organic content, like I have here, I have a slash between these. What we want is for people to watch either an ad or organic content and go to our DM. Inside of the DM, we're going to have a conversation that establishes the gap being the same as your gap if you target the right audience. So if your positioning is good and you get good quality leads, they're going to have the same problem that you had and the same problem that you already fixed one time, which was with yourself. So we want to talk about that with them. We want to talk about the gap. We want to be like, okay, where are you at now? Blah, blah, that's where I'm at now. Next up, you're going to be like, okay, so, let's clear this up a little bit. Where do you want to be in 6 months from now? And they're going to be like, oh, I want to be where you are. Okay, great. Well, I've already done this a couple times myself. Then, if you want to get on a call, get a little bit more detailed about this, and if you're willing to make an investment in this, I can probably help you out. That person's like, oh, great. Let's get on a call and talk about it. So our mission is going to be closing 50 people in 6 months. and collecting $75,000 in cash in 6 months. Okay, now great, we have a business. Okay, it's doing a little bit over 10K a month. We're probably going to have, a start off month probably 3 to 5,000. Next month probably like 7 to 12,000, and then we kind of scale. Action plan here is going to be build authority by documenting my own journey and what has worked and what has not worked. And I think that you should talk about both of these things. Offer a premium transformation service. Okay, so one service, one offer, one lead, one avatar, one sales funnel, nothing else. Don't waste your time trying to do 15 different things. One service. That's all you sell. Okay, that's all I would sell. That's what would work for me. Okay, close only good leads and provide a good service. Okay, so we don't want to close shit leads, because then you're going to end up with bad referrals. You're going to end up with bad client experience. You're not going to have any sort of actual client journey. So we close good leads. Everyone else, fuck off with them. Like, they don't matter. We don't want to deal with people inside of our business that doesn't fit our niche, especially when we're starting off. Okay, reinvest into the business to scale ads and a team. So stop taking all the money out of the business, reinvest the money into the business, and help the business scale. And then eventually you can go buy your Lambo. I'm just joking, maybe. But no point in buying dumbass shit when you very first start a business. Wait for a couple years, build the business, establish what is actually required to build the business, reinvest everything, and then go from there long term. Okay. The last one here is going to be building a brand around impact. So what I mean by building a brand around impact, build a brand around the impact that you can have. Okay, so like, I can do this for this person. I can do this for this person. Okay, right now we're offering one offer. So all you're talking about is you want to make an impact on people when they view your shit. So emotionally, you want to have an impact on everyone who sees your stuff. Wow, this person did it. They're magnificent. I don't know how they did that. I'm right here right now, and I struggle with this. I connect with you. I relate to you. That's a reaction you want to have from the people that are viewing your content, okay? So like, you want to build a brand centered around emotional impact, okay? Daily reminders. You don't need everything to start. Like, you literally need nothing to fucking start a service-based business. Nothing, okay? Like, people spend fucking forever trying to come up with the best plan, the best fucking training programs, nutrition programs, excuse my language, everybody. The best everything, right? You're not going to have the best. You're just starting. You're not going to have the best. I'm not going to have the best. If I lost everything tomorrow, I lost everything. I don't have the best of anything. So to start, you just need a service. One service that you can provide, one avatar. That's it. And a sales funnel that you need to build. Okay? So essentially, you just have, this is the end goal for everyone. This is where they are now. Target this person and sell them this thing. That's it. Very, very simple. At the end of the day, business is literally just, here's money. Okay, now I want to get this from you. That's it. That's all business is. So my mindset's going to be my most valuable asset here. If you are a pussy about it, if you are scared, if you cannot ask people for money, if you are not willing to take risk and invest in advertisements, etc., you're going to do things slower. Okay? I'm going to do things slower. So my mindset here is going to be come into this, hell's just guns blazing. And I already lost everything, fuck it. So I'm going to start running ads at $100 a day right off the rip. I'm going to source myself an appointment setter to do all the DMs for me. And all I'm going to do is produce a shitload of content and focus on client fulfillment. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Okay. And the biggest value that you have is your service. They have something that's less valuable. Okay. When you get on the other end of the call, you hold the value. The other person doesn't hold any value. You're not begging them for their money. They're begging you to fix their problem, okay? So that person on the other end of the call, you don't need them. They need you, okay? So you need to have the confidence, have the authority, and understand you have what it takes to fix their fucking problem. And if they want to go somewhere else with it, then you have to tell them why you're going to be the one to fix it. And then going anywhere else is probably a bad decision. Unless they don't fit your ideal client profile. In that case, send them away. But anyways, so this is exactly what I would do. If I was stuck, if I lost everything tomorrow, if my coaching business came crashing down and I needed to pay my bills, this is what I would do. Exactly. Okay? So if you guys have any questions about this, go to my Instagram, send me a DM, coach. If you're viewing this, you're probably either on YouTube or school, and if you're on YouTube, then you should join my school group. It's $3.99 a month. There's a fucking shitload of value in there, and you're going to learn a bunch about business. So go and hit that up, join that, and then, you know, if you're in my school, congratulations. I applaud you. You're going to build your business. And if you need one-on-one mentorship, send me a message on school or go to my Instagram, send me a message there. Just send me a message, coach. Okay? I'll get back to you. You can join the mentorship more than likely if we actually, you know, align views. And other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.